Okay, welcome back. We are comparing and ordering positive and negative fractions. So if you think back a couple days, we did comparing positive fractions. So the strategy stays the same as when you did positives, but you have to remember that negative anything, negative fractions, decimals, whatever, are backwards. Okay, so if you look at them on a number line, they go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 10. If you go into the negatives, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So negative 10 is worse or smaller than negative 1. All right, so we're going to put these in order greatest to least. We want to change them to decimals or percents. Let's go with decimals. So 1/4 is a quarter. It's a negative 1/4. 5/8 is 0.625. Negative 3/5 is negative 0.66, right? 1/2 is 0.5 or 0.50, however you like it. And 3/10 is 0.3. Now, we are going to circle the negatives to get them separated. All right. In this case, we want greatest to least. So we want big to small. I always rewrite it just so my brain actually clues into what we're doing. Okay, so big to small. Since we're starting with big, we want to start with positives. We want to work this way and go backwards. Okay, so which is the biggest number we've got? Let me make all these 3 digits. Okay, biggest number we have is 0.625. And then we have 0.500. And then we have 0.300. Okay, now here's the 0 mark again. Now we're getting into the negatives. Which one of these is closest to 0? Or which is the better debt? So, do you want to owe 25 cents or 60 cents? Well, 25 cents is not as bad. And then 60 cents is worse. All right, so back to our original. 5/8, 1/2, 3/10, negative 1/4, and negative 3/5. All right, so let's do a couple more. Put these fractions in order from least to greatest. So this time we are going little to big. Hopefully I'll have enough time to finish this journal. All right, so we've got some whole numbers and we've got some fractions to go with. So let's get the negatives circled right away. All right, so 5 1/3, 5.333 repeating forever. 3 wholes and 75 cents. 2 wholes and 7/10. Well, looky there, all the whole numbers are different. That's good for us. Okay, we got negative 3 and 5/8 would be 625, and negative 5 1/2 would be okay. So we're going little to big. The littlest would be the one you owe the most. Okay, so negative 5.5. Next, negative 3.625. Then we have the 0 here. So now we're going little to big. Little would be 2.7, 3.75, and the biggest one, 5.333. Okay, and you want to take these back to their original. Negative 5 1/2, negative 3 5/8, 2 7/10, 3 3/4, and 5 1/3. Now we've got it. All right, we're going to compare these. These have the same whole numbers. So all we're comparing is 0.666 and 0.6. Now we need to know which is biggest, which is closest to 0, which is the least worst. Okay, that makes 0.6 bigger. Over here we have 2 different ones. We got a positive and a negative. The negative will always be smaller